This is Lorena Mora-Mowry for Latina Today. We have the pleasure today to interview Lilly Cavanaugh, the Executive Director of the Ohio Latino Affairs Commission. Welcome to Mujer Latina Today.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, Lorena, and for the chance to invite people to join us for the Latino Education Summit. I like to concentrate on the best practices because really that is the foundation upon which we have built the Education Summit. It is not good enough to speak about what is not going well in education. It's important for us to concentrate on what we are doing to break those barriers and to ensure that Latinos have a great opportunity to get the education they deserve. So this year we are going to have 16 different workshops that are the result of selected abstracts and papers that were presented to us with best practices. So we are going to be speaking about a wide range of topics from students with special needs, changing generations, how to work with students from other countries that may have different immigration status, healthcare and mental health in the school system. How do we deal with bilingualism, and why is that to be considered an asset instead of a hindrance? These are some of the subjects that we're going to be touching during the different workshops, which all will have very practical applications. So we think there will be something for everybody to learn.
I see best practices, but also I see conversation about certain topics.
Our summit is intended not only to present very good information on best practices, but also providing an opportunity for people to dialogue about what matters to them. So one of the key components of our education summit is what we call the interest sections. And by that, what we do is divide up the audience of the summit into different groups that are going to go a little bit more in depth on particular subjects of importance to the community. To give you an example, one of these sessions is going to be speaking about cultural and linguistic competence in education. Another one is going to be speaking about how do we foster a safe learning environment for our children. We know there's a lot of issues with bullying. Of course, workforce development. How are we going to help break that glass ceiling? That's another subject of importance to the community because we want to make sure that these students, when they graduate, have an opportunity to pursue a career and a dream. How do we network with Latino policy leaders for policy change? So these are just some of the examples of the interest sections where everyone is going to have the opportunity to meet in the group that most appeals to their own priorities and have a chance to go more in depth and speak about how is this community going to respond to these challenges and who are the people that they need to be working with to ensure that those problems and challenges are taken care of.
Tell me about who is going to be receiving an award this year.
Well, this year we will be presenting the Educator Advocate of the Year Award. And this is a special award that we've been presenting in the summits to recognize an educator in the region where we host the event that has really made a difference for students. So this year we're very pleased that we will recognize Maria Kobayashi for her work with the community in Cincinnati. She has done tremendous work and she's very much admired, not only in Cincinnati, but in the state and in the country, for her work on behalf of the children with multilingual abilities. And also I just wanted to mention that the superintendent of the Department of Education, Mr. Paolo De Maria, is going to be joining us at the Education Summit. So that is a great honor to have the Superintendent of Education with us. He will be with us around the noon hour. And we're also very excited to have Dr. Juan Guardia, the Dean of Students for the University of Cincinnati, who will deliver our keynote address. We are extremely proud of seeing a Latino at the University of Cincinnati in such an important job as being the Dean of Students. And we also want to highlight, these great leaders in our educational community and highlight the work that they're doing and their vision for the future in our state. So please, if you have not yet registered, make sure to do so. Registration closes tomorrow. There will be information as to how to register on this video, as well as by going to the OSHLA's website. We want to make sure that all of you have the opportunity to learn from these very important workshops, and most important, to network with the people that are actually using these best practices so that you can better serve the Latino population in your classrooms and in your communities. So thank you so much for the opportunity, and we really look forward to seeing all of you there. Remember, March 1st in Cincinnati, at the University of Cincinnati, for the 2017 Latino Education Summit. Thank you.
Thank you, Lily.